Cambridge Rock Festival. It's been a fantastic weekend this year. Next year it's the 10th anniversary and we hope to see you there. The atmosphere's buzzing, bands are going behind me, everyone we spoke to has had an amazing time. Remember to watch here for more interviews. We've spoken to lots of people and artists and hopefully see you next year. By Mot Tapes here at the Cambridge Rock Festival. It's your first time here, you've not long done your set. How was it? How are you enjoying it?
Brilliant, really enjoyed it. It was really good, yeah. Yeah, we played quite well and the crowd was very receptive. So, and we got rid of all our CDs.
Cool, and what do you make of the Cambridge Rock Festival? It's first time performing here, how do you like it?
We've really enjoyed it actually. We're all from Cambridge originally, so we've been aware of it for a good few years, but it's the first time we've been fortunate enough to be invited. So yeah, we've really loved it actually, yeah. Great.
Hoping to see you next week.
Been camping also the last few days, so been enjoying all the atmosphere as well and seeing most of the bands. It's great. It's a great festival.
Would you recommend camping to people who have maybe come for the day?
Oh, big time, yeah, because it's very laid back and different with a lot of other festivals. In this way, dogs are allowed and it's more family friendly with that matter. It's more laid back and chilled out. And yeah, it's definitely would recommend it to all my friends.
Your debut EP was released earlier this year. How's that been? Been successful? Enjoyed recording it?
Yeah, it's been a good process actually. It came out in, I think, February. We've just been using it just to hand around to everyone who'll take it. We're getting good feedback from it. So hopefully we'll get another one out beginning of next year.
So you're a local band, you're from Cambridge. Are you playing in Cambridge soon, or when can people next see you locally or hear you?
We're disappearing actually, I think, until November now. We're next playing, disappearing off the face of the earth. We'll be playing Trinity Vaults on November the 5th, fireworks night. So come and see us if you're around. But yeah, before that I think we're just going to be concentrating on recording.
And what would you say to anyone who's not been to the Cambridge Rock Festival before? It's your first time here. You're saying that you'd like to come back again. Why should they be here?
They should come back to watch us, basically. We're a fantastic band, and yeah, we're very rock and roll, as you can see. No beer for me.
It's what the atmosphere really is. The atmosphere that is different from other festivals. So that's what I recommend it really. Cause some people may be worried about a festival being quite heavy, let's say, on a heavy few days. And in fact, there's great facilities here, particularly the toilets and the laboratories are of a much better standards than anywhere else. So
they're the best toilets I've ever been to, ever, yeah.
That's quite a statement, especially for festival toilets.
That's basically it. Why should you come to Cambridge Rock Festival? Brilliant toilets.
Brilliant toilets, but also the great music and the atmosphere. Joined now by the Willows here at the Cambridge Rock Festival, who've just done your set. How did you like it?
Yeah, no, it was really, really good. Really enjoyed ourselves. It was hot and rock-like, apart from we're not very rocky, but we did our best to rock the stage in a folk kind of way.
Cool. It's your first time here. Have you been enjoying it?
Yeah, we've been camping. The others haven't. They're just not hardcore enough for this kind of festival, really.
Maybe you guys are more the rock side of the band.
No, actually. No. I grew up in a household where rock it was played a lot, so yeah, I kind of rebelled a little bit, but I've come back, kind of, but not quite. Yeah.
So yeah, the Willows are more of a kind of folky band. I had a look on your website. That's sort of how you describe your music. So what brings you to the rock festival here at Cambridge?
We're invited to play, an acoustic stage, and we thought, and our friends were playing as well, and it's quite nice, even at a festival like this, I think, to have a little bit more diversity of other stuff sort of going on. People want to rest their ears from the main stage because it's really loud. It's great, but it is loud. But yeah.
So even though rock's not your kind of style, you guys have had a good time here. You've been camping. Has it been good?
Yeah, it's been really good fun. We've seen the Ultimate Eagles, and who else have we seen? Bonafide from Sweden. They rocked big time.
They did.
So it's been a really great weekend. Definitely come back.
So non-campers.
We were just discussing that we look
we look more unkempt than the campers, I think. It's unfortunate for us. It doesn't bode well.
Pretend that we have been camping. We can just pretend, why not? Have you enjoyed your day here, I suppose, at the Cambridge Rock Festival?
It's been lovely. It's been lovely. You guys are really lucky. We played loads of festivals like up to here in Mud this summer, so it's like you've had like. It's been good, eh?
It's nice that the sun came out for you guys. And you've got a debut album coming out soon, is that right?
Well, it's called Beneath Our Humble Soil, and we've been recording it for the last year or so, and it's our first one. So we had an EP before that, which we've been playing for the last year before that. So it's kind of we can't wait to get it out. Really, it's all done. It's just waiting to go now. So it's like, yeah, no, we're really excited. Really excited.
And you're a fairly new band, you've kind of been together a few years, so what can people who maybe haven't heard of you expect from your music? You've said you're kind of folky, what sort of stuff's on the album?
Well, I think it's it's very us, it's quite a unique kind of sound really. I mean, people sort of say we're alternative folk, but I think we're influenced by so many different styles of music that I think it's kind of our own sound really, isn't it?
Good to be unique, it's good to be different. You're a local band, you're from Cambridge. Are you going to be gigging around Cambridge? Can people see you locally anytime soon, or anything coming up?
The next gig in Cambridge is Acoustic Roots, September. We're down in the CB2, like a really nice sort of cafe, and they have the gigs downstairs. So we're doing that one. I think that's the next local gig actually. Yeah.
By festival goers, Pam and John. Pam, you've been to the festival, this is your second time. Tell us about why you came back.
Well, I had such a great year last year. I met some fantastic people, some real good characters, and I had a great holiday with some friends, and I'd only known them for a week, but we got on so well. They came with their tent. She had this fantastic Volkswagen tent that looked like a blow-up Volkswagen, and like everybody on the campsite kept coming to see us in the tent. It was so cool.
And what about you, John?
First time I've come with some other friends, but I met this lady and a bunch of her friends who've been a really good laugh, and a bunch of other folk, a couple of fellows who I can't find at the moment. I think they're already up the other stage. It has been brilliant. I am here next year definitely. Sonosphere, V-Fest, stick 'em up your bum. This is so much better. It's so beautiful, friendly, and just the people are awesome. The bands, you might not know who they are, but they're all, well, nearly all of them are brilliant. It's the best.
It's your first Cambridge Rock Festival. How are you liking it, Anna?
Yeah, it's really good. It's got a really good vibe, and yeah, I'm enjoying it.
So did Dad bring you? Have you been before, Mark? You've never been before, so how are you liking it? I'm going to lean in.
Yeah, I used to go to this sort of thing when I was young, and I was getting back to my roots.
Have you been here all weekend, girls?
No, just today.
And what bands have you seen?
We saw the Willows and it's like a blues band.
Someone else.
Yeah.
Is there someone new that you discovered?
Yeah, and they're really, really good. I really enjoyed them. Yeah.
And what would you say to people who haven't been to the Rock Festival before? Why should they come here?
They should come because it's really good value. The beer's a reasonable price. The bands are all brilliant. You've got the acoustic stage, which is great. That's a change from the heavy rock, and it's just the bands are all real quality. It's well worth every penny that you spend.
Amazing, worth every penny. And next year is our 10th anniversary. Did you guys know that?
Yes, yeah. We're going to pre-book our tickets before we leave.
Anyone who's not been to the Rock Festival, why should they come?
It's just a new experience, and it's you can learn a lot here as well. So, yeah, heads up to it.
Have a new experience. Come down here like Anna did. Thanks for chatting to us, guys. Lovely to meet you all. Joined now by Dave, who is the man behind the Cambridge Rock Festival. Dave, tell us about how and why the Rock Festival started 9 years ago.
Well, I was at a festival as a festival goer, and the band I'd gone to see was Caravan, who played here last night. And sadly, for whatever reason, the band decided to pull out of that festival. and as a festival goer, I was really disappointed. So, with a few of my mates over a few beers, we sort of came up with a cunning plan to put our own on to give Caravan, you know, a festival of their own, as it were. That was how the germination of the idea. And then the final straw was when my daughter decided to go to Reading Festival, leave myself and my wife like Darby and Joan sitting at home. So I thought there's got to be a festival that I'm interested in somewhere, but just then reinforced the idea that we ought to be running our own. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but that was when the rot set in.
This is the 9th Cambridge Rock Festival. Does it feel like 9 years, or does it feel like longer, or does it feel like yesterday that it started?
Well, in some ways it seems like an awful lot of time, but when you're actually involved in it, when you get here for the first day, it seems to be only yesterday that we arrived putting stuff in. So this festival has flown by. But it's a constant labour to make the thing happen. So it's virtually a 365 days a year job to make it work, you know. So it's hard.
How's the festival evolved over the years? How's it changed and grown and developed?
Well, the first one was at the racecourse at Huntingdon. It turned out that it was a reasonable venue, but it didn't work as well as we'd hoped. And from there we moved into an indoor venue at Wood Green Animal Shelter, which worked quite well for a number of years, but we basically outgrew that, and so we moved into Cambridge. We changed the name of the festival from the Rocking Beer Fest, which is the original name, changed it to the Cambridge Rock Festival, and from there we've not really looked back.
How does it feel, you know, 9 years on, it's hugely successful. Did you ever dream that it would be this big and that everyone would want to come and play here? Because they really do.
Well, I'd hoped it would become something of a name in the industry. I'd spent many years going to the Cambridge Folk Festival, and when Ken Woolard was its festival director, probably my first 18 festivals were there. So unashamedly, we've stolen many things ideas from them, using, you know, marquee stages and the layout. Some years we even had the same tents, you know. They packed them up at Cambridge Folk and brought them here. So I owe a lot to Ken and what he built there with Cambridge Folk, but we're a bit like the ugly sister, really. We're slightly noisier, a little bit brasher, but we have our roots in Cambridge and in good music.
And finally, do you have a favourite year? Over the 9 years, do you have one year that you think, oh, that was my favourite, or a particular memory that really stands out for you?
Oh, that's a hard one. We certainly have memories of, you know, one or two interesting occasions in 2009. Interesting for the wrong reasons, perhaps, but we've learned from some of the things that have gone on in the past, incorporated changes. Even within this site, we've moved around the site to better drain land, and even though we've had some spots of rain or two, it's better underfoot here than it was at the other end of the site. So yeah, we've had some memorable moments. I think the nicest moments at any of our festivals are when you're out the front of the house and someone comes up to you and says, Dave, fantastic, really enjoying the festival. That's what makes us do it now. Yeah.
Well, everyone here is having a fantastic time. The artists love performing here, so you've done a great thing. You've created a wonderful festival. Next year is the 10th year anniversary. Very big deal, and I hope that every year is bigger and better for you. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.